So church, how was your first week of Duduk Rumah? Did you get to rest and catch up on your favorite TV show? Did you spring clean your house and then you stumble upon a big box of cookies and canned goods stored away many months ago and right now the whole household rejoices? Or are you at the verge of breaking down because you're all locked up at home with your family and everywhere you look or go, you can't seem to escape them? For me, other than keeping up with the news of the pandemic and praying for the situation, I've been thinking much about discipleship. How does discipleship look like during this pandemic? As the past 2 weekends have shown us, we know that authentic faith is not about meeting together in a building nor a physical location. Instead, for our faith to really make sense and make a difference, what the Bible calls living faith, the people of God ought to step into the streets where ordinary life goes on. But now, we can't even go out to the streets. What more disciple them? How then do we live our faith today? What does a faith that gives life and adds value to the lives of our neighbors looks like in this time of crisis? Desperate times call for desperate measures, and all these measures and actions can be as intentional as we want them to be. You can pick up a phone to call someone, perhaps an elderly, to check on them. You can give to cover a daily wages rental income. Or you could find out the needs of the less fortunate, the refugees, the migrants near your neighborhood, either through the context of the church or by joining and collaborate with the many initiatives online set up to look out for one another, such as Kita Jaga Kita or caremongering. Or closer to home, our own PJEFC reaches out, which to date has blessed more than 40 families that are in need of basic necessities. Now, some of you know that I'm a super extrovert, which means duduk rumah and social distancing are terrible news. And some kind church members, mostly introverts, they have been dropping me messages to check on me every now and then to see how I'm coping with the situation. You know why they do this? I believe they do this because they have discovered that this is one of the best ways to love me. Of course, sending me ice cream and cake to my house would have been better. So church, the possibilities to show love are endless. Be creative, be attentive, do kindness. Jesus said to his disciples in John chapter 14 verse 27, "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give you. I do not give as the world gives. Do not let your hearts be troubled and do not be afraid." Now, while in this context, Jesus meant a peace for our souls in troubled and confusing times, the peace Jesus intended to give to the world is also a real social peace, which is the kind of peace which extends outward and touches others, that they too will be blessed and will praise God as a result of it. So pass along this peace, the shalom of God. And in this hour, the greetings of peace is in the form of a grocery bag, or a call to check on someone and to pray for them, a food delivery to someone's doorsteps, a giving of money to certain organizations that are purchasing PPE for the frontliners in fight against this pandemic. Finally, as Apostle Paul says in Romans chapter 12, verse 12, "Be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, faithful in prayer, share with the lost people who are in need, practice hospitality." The Lord keep your going out and your coming in. The best is to stay at home.
I found it on Rhema Radio.